Hey guys, welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today we're going to make yellow science. But in my usual tradition, before I make any yellow science, I did a little bit of scouting and I want to make some changes. And then we're going to really get started on this. And I've really been thinking about how best to do this today, and we'll discuss that, what we're doing when we get there. But really, the main goal today is to make yellow science and start some yellow science, purple science, and make a new lab. Once we do that, we're going to get into an interesting position where we're just going to do some boring admin stuff for probably a while. Not really making it exciting, I know, but it needs to be done. Before that, we're just going to make a couple of fixes. First off, the sand here isn't going anywhere. So that means that this will all jam up forever. So let's just stop that from happening. Another washing plant probably wouldn't go amiss either, so we're going to put one of these bad boys in. It's the baddest of boys. And okay, so that's that problem handled. Aside from not actually putting the stuff out. There it goes. Okay, so that's cobalt sorted. Not that it was really a problem right now. The other problem we've got is silicon is being a bit slow due to the lack of ways of getting rid of the uh, sulfur wastewater. With an extra catalyst, clarify rather, that shouldn't be a problem, and that means these should get cleaned up pretty quickly. Yeah, looks good now. Okay, so let's get back to work. Yellow science. Now we are so close to that. Last time we got 2 of the 3 things done. Wow, uranium really comes through, doesn't it? Actually, does uranium back up? No. Okay, uranium's still not coming through fast enough then. Okay, so we are almost completed with yellow science. We've just got to do the last little bits and then we're good. That's pretty exciting. Because this is probably one of the hardest sciences in the game, excluding, of course, space science. But we'll come to that another day. We're definitely not coming to that today. Goodness no. Even alien science is pretty easy when you really get it down to it. Okay, thank you very much, train. Thank you for your service. Let's build a couple of these. Just because otherwise the trains will lock something up at some point. So, what do we need first? First we need the thermal energy store. Now that's actually not a terribly hard thing to make. The only thing that's going to be a little bit difficult is just the amount of space I've given myself to do this. But if we need more space, we can always just make more space. It's not too difficult. So, casting. We have a strain casting machine, which is probably not going to do a lot because the problem that we've got with the solder is lack of resources. So, never mind. But we are going to need cobalt steel. Bunch of stuff there that I don't really need. Well, okay, I built a casting and then I immediately lost it. There it is. Good. Let's put it on the side. Okay. So we're going to cast some good old cobalt steel. Wherever the heck that is. There it is. So we're going to need a bit of this. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. This might not be enough, but that's okay. The first part, really easy. It's just making the stuff. So what we can do is do that, and then just get some assemblers. Now, thankfully, assemblers is something we have. Four, because it does look like these take a little while to build. And let's actually power it as well. What do you reckon? I think that sounds like a great idea. A bit of a controversial opinion there, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, so then we need to make thermal energy stores, which not too difficult. Fact. Then we pop them out that way. We pop them out that way. Awesome. Power, 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 power. Great. Now, this is not producing near the cobalt steel required for this operation, but that's okay. Gosh, really nothing of this is quite enough for this operation, but I don't care. So then we're going to be making copper waste. Crap. I hate copper waste. I hate waste in general. It's a pain. I do need to deal with it at some point. Whatever. Waste, copper waste. Just make it go away, please. For now, I'm just going to put it in the chest. I'll deal with it another time when I'm not in the middle of something. Right now, I'm in the middle of something. Right, so that makes copper thermal energy stores. Then we've actually got to put the energy in the thermal store, which is pretty easy. We're just going to do a furnace. How long do these take to cook? About 5 seconds? 4 should be sufficient then. I built the wrong one, which is really funny when that happens, but that's why it's going It's because it's making the electric furnace and then it's converting it into one that can take a recipe. So it's not really a big deal or a deal at all. It is just funny. Okay, so then we heat these bad boys up. They are bad boys. Criminal, in fact. The worst kind of boy. A criminal boy. Okay. Okay. Then we have the heated up ones. Now things get a little bit trickier where we need tungsten gear wheels, which, honestly, these shouldn't be too difficult. We're even gonna do it in a weird way. Celebration of how not difficult this will be. Whatever. I was like, I should stop it from doing that, and I'm like, I don't actually care. It'll be fine. And then we're going to pick up, insert, and do it back the other way. Quite frankly, these will be made pretty quickly. And we only really need 5 of them, so Now, titanium is going to be a little bit trickier, but what do you know? We've got things for that. It's only going to be a bit trickier because we... Oh, this will take a lot faster because I've got the iron gear wheels. Nice. Okay, I'm going to stop that noise. Well, I'm not going to stop that noise. I literally can't stop it, but... Okay, so... What we're going to do is on one side, I'm going to build my gear wheels, which super easy. The family will love them. They taste great and are healthy for you too. Don't eat titanium gear wheels. It's actually not a good idea. Alright, and then the gear wheels are going to come out here. However, the... Wait, am I using the red ones? I shouldn't be, but whatever. I'm using the red ones. Now these ones are going to take a little bit more space. So it's 1 space 1. Okay. So this is going to be my titanium bearings. Because you always got to get your bearings. Anyway, and this is going to be my... What are they called? No. Those are bearing balls and those are bearings. Okay. But this is going to be a little bit tricky because it needs lubricant. Now we have lubricant. Because, you know, it's always good to have lube. But... Okay, well, let's just power this up first. And then we can worry about everything else going on. Okay, I don't know if that's quite going to be enough, but I guess we'll find out very soon, won't we? Okay, lubricant. Now, lubricant is over here by my fish, because I make lubricant out of fish. Yeah, that's a real thing that I'm doing. I don't know why that's what I'm doing, but that's what I'm doing. Now, the problem is base mineral oil. We are... We're using it, but clearly not enough. What are we using it for? Oh, that. Okay. Now, if we had residual gas, we could, of course, turn that into lubricant, but we don't, so we're not gonna. What we're instead gonna do is do an overflow valve, because when you are feeling the laziest, overflow valve and flare stack it. We have no iron. Sure, we've got some iron around here, though. It'd be surprising if none of this was made out of iron. And again, it is a high level tech, so as I just walk along, eventually I'll find iron. I'm walking further than I thought I had to. In fact, I had to go up. I've got no not apologies. I've got nothing but apologies. I've got no something. Excuses, that's what they're called. No excuses for the ineptitude that we just witnessed there. So we need to get the flare stack going, just so we get the residual, so we get the lubricant made. So how about right here? That seems good. And we already got that, so that's good. And we got that bad boy. Everything's a bad boy. I think that's what we're learning today. Okay, everything should sort of be running again now. We may have a problem with lubricant, well, not lubricant, with thermal water very soon. It seems like everything just fired off at once. At some point we'll be able to actually build the better thermal water things, and maybe that's something we need to consider. But right now we just need to figure out how to get my lube. Now, the lubricant should be around here somewhere. Like here, for instance. And it's going to be a little bit difficult getting it out there just because the amount of pipes and everything is just... I mean... Even that, what was that? Maybe I should stop connecting it to everything while I'm just keep erasing things. That's probably fine, actually. And then we can probably turn it. Okay, where do we want the lubricant? Still further along, we want it over here. So why don't I just grab it, that side, and go from there? It's probably faster and more effective. Say he's immediately running into a problem. You know, that's what I come to expect here. Oh, a robot. What you guys doing? That's in the way. Rad. That's in the way again, except in a different way. Really, if I just built everything the same distance, it probably wouldn't happen ever. Although, it looks like the lubricant's there. So if we go away from the map, okay. So that should get my titanium bearings constructed. Let's just double check that. Do we have titanium bearings? Probably not, given the fact that there's no way for it to actually happen. Cool. We do actually have titanium bearings. How exciting. So now the plan is we're going to go down, and then we're all going to just meet up. One happy family. Great. So now, finally, we need to put these two together. These three together, rather. Then we have the final piece, and then it's all about just plugging them all together. So we're going to do the old... Maybe they can go a little bit further out. And maybe I should just not be carrying these around, because I don't want to. Cobalt steel, not quite produced at the speed I need it at. I already kind of suspected that was going to happen. So, casting, 2 more would be good. Okay, so then we go, wah. What? Where are you going? Oh, might as well let it make the other one while I'm here. It's going to be very interested in that very soon. Now, there's no way I'm making enough cobalt steel for a long-term production, so that might be a problem. Okay, and that is the last piece of the science puzzle. Now, there's no way that's enough of these, and we'll deal with that another time. The question is, where are we getting everything from? So, these are here. Now we do have a waste thing. We've got a waste problem as always. So we'll deal with that by putting in a box. Because when you got a problem, you put it in a box. That's just maths 101. So maybe here is where we make it and then ship it from. And then finally we've got this one, which is almost in a good place. Wait, don't think I didn't see that way. Actually, why don't we just bring the waste over? Because I've already got a thing that's taking waste. We might as well put all the waste together. No reason not to, right? Yeah, it's going to get in the way of things at some point. No, you know what? I know exactly why we're not doing that, because it's stupid. And that honestly is the best answer you need to not do that. We're just going to take these. Quite frankly, we're going to need a bunch of these very soon anyway, so it's fine to take them, because we're going to need them for our science labs. And that may be the thing we're working on next after we get the yellow science happening. But, yeah, things are being manufactured. That's good. Okay, so let's just confirm that we don't need anything else. Purple science. Oh, sorry, yellow science. Oh, we do not. All I needed to confirm. Okay, so the plan here is we're going to go real high. We're going to hug the mineral base oil. We go across like that. It's also going to go high. It's going to hug that line. And then comes the part that dreams are made of, where we actually make the science. Now, if you say your dreams aren't made of this, you got different dreams than me, and I don't care. Your dreams are irrelevant. Wow, that's dark. I'm sorry. Your dreams are probably relevant. It didn't really help that second part, did it? It was still pretty bad. One thing I do want to do though, unrelated to all of this madness, just because I was looking at research and thinking about these later, is I want to pop these into here. Because they're going to be needed for later. Not super relevant now, but it will be. Alright, honestly, are we at the point where we start picking up the research stations? We may be. They're working on something currently. I'll let them finish. They're probably not going to finish, let's be honest. Oh well. Why are we here? We need more inserters. We need more belts. Just take all of them. Some more of these couldn't hurt. Power poles we're doing okay for. Pipes, okay for a change. Cool. I don't quite know where that train's going to be taking us, but I'll tell it, go, take me here. Just for a side project. There's like next to nothing in there. 277 slag. That's not much. Great. Good job. Good job, train. Okay. Good. And we want to put some productivity modules in here because quite frankly, I don't want to not have productivity modules in there. And if we build the higher level ones, we should be able to get more productivity modules, which is probably good. Okay, can we put more productivity modules in these things? Yeah, we can. Not many more, but some, and that'll have to do. Okay, power, 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 power. And sure enough, things are being built. Glorious. It's slow, but it's a living. Okay, so now we have the science. Cool. Should also have another train. We have 2 trains. Wow, okay. Weird flex, but alright. And we have a train stop. We do not have a train stop. That's okay. We can have train stops. We're allowed them. Now, I don't know where we're going to get the fuel from. But we don't even need, like... This is the rate it's building them. We don't need a lot of boxes and inserters and stuff. We could go overkill here. We're not going to. Charcoal is up there. Sometimes all you gotta do is have a look and the answer will present itself. Okay, so that's yellow science. Now, I think I am actually going to stop all science. The first thing I'm going to do is stop the blue science thing going anywhere. I had to run a little bit further than I expected here, but that's alright. No, we want to get rid of this train station. Because we're doing a bit of cleaning now. Quite frankly, these bases, they did fine to begin with, but I don't need them anymore. So we're just going to get rid of them entirely. That's going to fill me up with science that I can't really do anything about right now. We may even get rid of these buildings. I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet. Because making red science somewhere else is actually super easy. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to upgrade these labs. We currently have... Let's upgrade these ones first. Solar panels, huh? So we need what? How many solar panels? Some. Okay, let's just get everything done. So we need the solar panels, we need cobalt steel. Okay, well, cobalt... We also needed sulfur, light sources, and femto laser arrays. Alright, so there's a lot of stuff going on here that I need. And honestly, I probably should have done this ages ago, but I didn't. Why not? Laziness, mostly. Okay, so sulfur light sources I don't think are a problem. I think we got a lot of those. Femto laser arrays, a bit more of a problem. Femto laser arrays are being delayed due to the lack of femto laser emitters, which I remember rightly is glass. Because I don't deal with glass very well right now. Despite the silicon ore line, it's really focused more on the... Well, actually, that's going to break very soon, isn't it? Okay, so we're probably going to get a lot of ore very soon. That's nice. Actually, no, we won't. Okay, whatever. What else do we need? Let's just start constructing one of those. Femto laser arrays are the big thing. Solar panels are another big thing, as are cobalt steel. Yeah, that's going to happen right now. Just keep getting solar panels. Because we're going to need how many solar panels? Like 24? Okay. Just keep building solar panels and eventually life will get better. Meanwhile, femto laser arrays, I should be expecting to see some of them. Why don't I just grab this glass? Wait a second. Glass isn't the problem, it's hang on. It's these things. What are these things? Green chips. Oh, well, I have green chips. But not there. Okay, so we need to go steal some green chips from other things. Not a big deal. That will be sped up later. Unfortunately, this is something we just kind of have to do manually right now. And this all collapsed because of solder. Okay, Okay, I know how I can make that better in a moment. Meanwhile, we should start seeing some femtos. We are seeing some femtos. That's one. That's 4 more to go. Shit. How many of these do we want? 4. Oh, that's way more solar panels than I was expecting to have to need. Whatever. Look, I think it's time to go get some cobalt. I was going to try and figure out how to steal that train, but then it got too confusing. And probably too dangerous. Let's be honest. That would have been real dangerous, whatever I was about to try. Cobalt. Which I actually make over here, strangely enough. Like, I don't make it where you'd expect me to be making it. It's... Because I think it's still using, for the cobalt steel, it's still using all the stuff that was sorted. Which is interesting. And somewhat strange. Okay. More femto laser arrays? No worries. And then after that, we start figuring out what we need to get them to the next level, to quantum interactions labs. Centrifuge is probably going to be the big problem on that one. So those are expensive. Mostly in red chips. Actually, you know what? No. I think that's all great that we're doing this. Let's go back up. That's the best part of the circles. If you change your mind when you want to go somewhere, all you got to do is hit the next circle and you go back. Probably jumped out a little bit earlier than that, but oh well. Why is this all stopped? Oh, a lot of these are stopping. The sulfuric wastewater is going out of control. Awkward. Yeah, we're going to change this just a little bit. Okay, now we're going to... Currently all my production has ceased. That's known as a bad thing. So we're going to need some more clarifiers. Thankfully we have one. Clarifiers? Honestly, at this point, yeah, we can make all the sulfur we can ever eat. So I don't think we need to worry about hydro plants anymore. Hurts to say it. I also think it's very true. Oh, because everything is maxed out. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is do something very similar to this. I assume we don't have the pumps to build this. Yeah, of course not. We don't have the engines. Okay, well that's... You know, it'll do for now. It's fine. We also didn't have the tank, like the little tiny inline tank. That's not a problem though, the engine was the problem. We also may want another clarifier, which we don't have the iron or the stone for. We don't have the stone for it, we don't. Hey Dark Rail, how you doing? Got a lot of good stuff coming today, I can hopefully promise you that. For a moment there I almost made a promise, but then I reneged on it immediately. And that's the sort of content you can expect here. The part where I don't actually want to make a promise. We didn't actually get a pump. Oh? Do I have audio? Okay. Ah, okay, well... Then you didn't hear my fake promise, so that's okay. One of the reasons I just don't like wireless headphones. When they run out, you're just like, oh, well, now what do I do with my life? And you just suffer with no sound. You could plug them in, I know, but I'm just like, nah. I don't have the patience for such things. I'll just live with no sound. Okay. And do we have the other clarifier? We do. We're going to get 2 more. And do we have some red wires? We do. Awesome. Now we're going to build so many electrolyzers today, because I'm going to try a new thing with power. I think it's really going to help out. Meanwhile, has anything been solved? No, because it's still so much needs to be gone. Okay, so and that needs to go that way, and we need a red wire. That's that. Wastewater. Nope. Close. Sure. And if it's greater than 2000, just turn on. Less than 2000? Okay, so immediately the problem is this just can't handle that amount of wastewater. Interesting. And immediately the other problem is I think it's in the wrong place. Okay. So hopefully with 3 clarifiers, this should be more than enough to just absolutely... Ooh. Ooh, that was bad. We good now? We're good now. Okay, 3 clarifiers should absolutely ruin me in some ways. And I kind of want the oxygen to make differently. Great. Okay. And that should deal with a large amount of the sulfur wastewater I've got. That thing is just going nuts. But eventually it fixes itself, it seems. Oh, are these actually running now? They are still not... Oh, they're sort of running. Hmm. Just put the water in there. Like, I don't care anymore. Just... Quite frankly, it's not as important as it used to be. And if my sulfur collapses in the way that it did this time, it's going to be less useful when I move to ceramics very soon anyway, so it's fine. Okay, but it does appear to be a little bit better. Yes, it is improving. We are almost good to go again. Maybe one more. One more for luck. Just really get rid of the thing that was required for my base running not too long ago. But we have so much sulfur now, it's actually kind of dangerous. Still not really draining. I mean, is it? Draining, just not very quickly. These are filling up instantly. Okay, whatever. No, this isn't a whatever moment. I need more clarifiers. Maybe I'll put one here. This is only going to go really wrong with the amount of wastewater I'm just losing in the factory after this. It's a little bit scary. I mean, mostly because last time this went really badly, it actually shut down my entire factory. Yeah, we seem to be good now. Okay, so back to what I was working on, which was getting these labs upgraded. So what are we lacking? Solar panels? Solar panels, which is probably more electric circuits. No, we're good for those. So what else do solar panels need? Probably copper. Copper. Then we have enough for lab optics. Oh, it's a femto laser array that I'm lacking. Why am I even surprised by that? Always lacking femtos. Alright, and then we can connect it up. The blue science has been stopped for a while since I've been doing this. Messing around with this BS. Okay. So, those are all my labs upgraded to that. Now, quantum lab construction core. I need centrifuges. Okay. Well, centrifuges, we need 100 advanced circuits and 100 concrete. The difficulty is going to be the 100 advanced circuits, of course, because those things are difficult for me to make. Difficult might be the wrong word, but they do take time. So I've got about 117 of them at the moment. We'll just steal a few more. Yep, sure. Oops. Ironically, I think this is only going to give us enough to build a couple. Like the ability to build 5, which ironically is I think how many we had before. No, wait. We need 2 centrifuges for each one. Oh, hell no. I mean, it is. It's nothing I can say, oh, hell no, all I like. It doesn't actually change that fact. Alright, well, meh. Meh is a much better acceptance sound, I imagine. It's become a duck. What are they going to do about it? Be the duck you're always meant to be. Okay, so, concrete was around here somewhere. I had a plan for concrete and then I built it near a bit of water, which probably doesn't even exist anymore. Going this way? Oh shoot, I lost my concrete. It's been so long since I thought about it. Okay, concrete needs bricks, right? If we just follow the bricks. There it is, it's right there. Really easy to find. Don't even know how I lost it. Okay, so with that we've got... We're a little bit short on centrifuges, apparently. Oh, tungsten. We have 2 tungsten plates. This is going to take a little while of building backwards and forwards. It's mostly going to be the red circuits, so they're going to be the problems here. But once we get the science happening, it should be interesting. So let's just take a stack of tungsten. What are you doing? What am I doing? Just dropping everything that I really need on the ground, apparently. Oh, because we're still doing the last one. Whoops. Yeah, I know, we're all suffering. Okay, let's just do it that way. Okay, so that's going to be 1 full spectrum array. No, 1 quantum interactions lab. Okay, that's Not a great number, I'll be honest with you. I kind of wanted more than that. But we're going to do a thing here. So this is going to be our lab space. Now, the lab space is going to be a little bit different from what we've ever done before, because it's going to have the input, which is probably there. Okay, so far this is not too different. But the idea is all the trains coming in here, we're going to have at least 6 trains coming through here. And we've run out of science, run out of landfill, so it's going to take a little bit longer than I originally wanted it to. To be fair, I was going to run out of tracks soon anyway. So maybe the best plan is to go and get more landfill. And the best place for that right now is probably through here. A lot of stuff I'll never need again now. That's always good. That's sarcasm, obviously. Okay, cool. Now we should have a lot of landfill available here. Wait, why are we not getting acid? Wait, why are we not getting purified water? Because these things made purified water, didn't they? Oh, that's a funny problem. Okay, well, we'll deal with that in a moment. So we're going to need some hydro plants then, aren't we? Just one hydro plant. Why would you need more than one hydro plant? I mean, come on. What are you, some sort of pervert? I need more than one hydro plant. I guess I'm some kind of pervert. That's the only conclusion I can come up with what I've just said. Okay. Alternative plan. We turn some of these. I got lost immediately. We turn some of these into just... Oh gosh. I mean, how much purified water do we actually need? That's probably the real question. We need equivalents of none there. 31,000 per minute. How much does this one produce? 6,000. Okay, well that logic means we need more. There was a big jump of logic there. I hope you managed it. Let's go like this. So this is not going to be near the amount that I need right now. Especially not helped by the fact that especially helped by the fact that everything is actually backlogged at the moment. I never even considered just how much pure water these wastewater plants were making. Which is, I mean, partly the downfall, isn't it? Not even partly the downfall, it's literally the downfall. Okay, and power it. So now the annoying thing is these are going to take their sulfur before they start fixing this, so we are going to need more water, more hydro plants. And then we can keep going and building my science things. So we need more iron pipes, essentially. Well, actually, isn't Hydro Plant 2 just iron pipes? Just a lot of iron pipes? I didn't realize it was just a lot of iron pipes. But that's okay, we got a lot of iron pipes ready for my perusal. Wonderful. We also needed iron plates, so whoopsie daisy. I'll deal with that in a moment, don't worry about it. Okay, and probably a few more. Probably a few more. Oh, stone bricks. Okay. Okay. And that should produce enough purified water. Looks like these have slowed down immensely, not too surprising. I kind of want to get rid of just all this part here. Like, it's just not as efficient as I want it to be. That is not filling up very quickly. That's understandable because crystal slurry is almost nothing. Okay, and we're going to go some level 2s. Very much the same idea. Just water go in, water go out. I try not to keep things too surprising. Okay. And then do. And then once we power it, we should be okay again. How much are these making? 30,000. That's not even half. But it looks like these are running again. So if these are running again, all of these are going. Okay, we're fine again. And also, we've got this as an overflow, which is good, which means if it is actually not enough, then if it is actually too much, it'll just stop, which is good. Okay, so it's just always good to stop your when you're trying to do something really resource intensive. It's always good to just have no resources because of like a small oversight. That's the ideal situation you want to be in. Oh god, really? That's jammed up again because just don't use that much zinc ore. And I could just stop it, but I also want as much zinc ore as I can get. Because the longer I can go without producing more zinc ore, the happier I'll be. Because quite frankly, I don't even want to have to produce zinc ore. Same with like cobalt steel. Like this cobalt should hopefully be enough for quite a while. And if we look down here, we'll see that it is enough, hopefully. Nope, it's not. Not even close. It's probably the lack of steel, honestly, on that one. That's alright. That's another another thing that I need to produce later. Alright then. So, we've got enough for one lab. We need more centrifuges, I suppose. What are we looking for centrifuges? Iron gear wheels. Oh, okay. We just lack like 100 iron or 200 iron. I know I've got actually a place that is making iron gear wheels, but also that would mean going there. And I ain't doing that. Express stack inserters. What else? What do they need? Bronze plates. Well, hang on. I have bronze plates. Does that mean you're in a position to make another science? Quite possibly. Oops. I exploded. Okay. I don't know why I thought I'd be happy with that. We don't need any more of those. We don't need that. We don't need a lot of things, honestly, but... Okay. Yep, picked up some things there I didn't really want to pick up. That's okay, I can always put them back in. Get back in there, you rascal. 2 express stack inserters. Or filters. I'm lacking like a little bit of aluminium. This is me focusing on a task. You may note that it looks exactly like I don't know what I'm doing. Strange that. Okay. Dark Rail, did you ever get your sound sorted out? Or is it me that has no sound? Hang on a moment. Nope, I have sound. Cool. Glad to confirm that in the most annoying way possible. Okay, worms, they're real mad. Oh, look at that fire they make, though. An impressive amount of fire. Okay, so worms gotta go because it's gonna be my new research base. Make sure the worms aren't shooting me before I leave. Okay. Now the plan here, quite simple. 1 train. Probably not even that far away. 2 train. Train. 4 train. 5 train? How many sciences do I need to prepare for? 1, 2, don't even worry about that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, approximately. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, counting's hard, guys. The whole point of these, they're all going to be built more or less the same. With the trick that you got to actually have iron. It's a big trick, I know, but I think we can get through it together. But there's a lot of iron nearby. Great. So, stops. We need 7 stops. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could have just right-clicked, but I didn't. Okay, so over here is going to be my science arrays. Now, this is going to be a big array later on. So this is actually going to be in-game science time. Now, stops are going to have a lot of space. In fact, let's just get rid of that. We do not have enough rail to do what I'm going to do today. That's okay. This is going to be, as I said, this is actually talking about an in-game science thing. After this is built, we'll never need to really worry about where the science is going to go. The first one is going to, of course, be the red science. And we're not going to worry about naming it or anything, but what we are going to do is get some titanium chests. Just one titanium chest actually should be enough. Just some stack inserters, fast stack inserters. Put the titanium chest in a way that actually makes sense. Bold choice, I know. Okay. And we're going to then... The idea is we're going to make a lot of these fairly simple things. Okay, so that's for red. And green science is going to be something very similar. Now, you may say, but hang on, we don't have a red science pickup. And no, we don't yet, but we're going to. One day soon. Sorry, I'm just confused, wanting to make sure. Sorry. Great. Let's just type to my own chat. That's always weird to do. And then, no. So we got red science drop, we got green science drop. Now, if you can guess what the next one's going to be, oh yeah, it's going to be a blue science drop. Why is that one so far down? It's not. Oh, it's because that's in the wrong place. It's trying to take from the train itself. Greedy. Okay, so that's going to be blue science drop. Okay, and then, surprise, surprise, we're going to have... Wait, what's after blue science? Purple science? What is after blue science? I think it was purple science. Purple, yellow, pink, yeah. Ooh, I was just building there on map mode, which is always awkward. Purple science drop, great. You know what, I wonder if we could probably do it so that these are nicer to look at. Maybe we could, not gonna. We're out of rails. Shit. We are also going to need a lot more of these, so we're going to need some more electric circuits anyway. So more electric circuits, more rails. Let's just build a ton of those. We're also going to do some wiring as well at some point, just because it looks pretty. It's always important to just go, you know what, we're not in a hurry, let's just make things look pretty. But this is a one-off thing. Like, once we're done with this, it's something we shouldn't have to do again. We're here for the rails. Give me dem rails. You know, let's do the lights as well, eh? Like, why would you go all this distance and not do the lights? The answer is because you don't have enough iron plates. Well, we'll get iron plates, won't we? We need 7 lights. Oh, we got a blue side drop, did we? Well, you're going to have to change your name. Now this is going to be Yellow science drop. You know what I've missed? I've missed weapon science drop. Weapons probably doesn't matter as much. Pink is the next one. Excuse me. So this almost looks like an LTN network thing now, doesn't it? Pink. Have I missed other science? 1, 2. So red, green, blue. Haven't got black. I've got purple, pink, and okay. So I will do one for. I will do one for black just to keep it consistent. And you'd be like, well, hang on. What about space science? It's like, aha, don't worry. Plan for that. The plan for that is this is where we're going to build the spaceship. That won't matter. And black science drop. Okay. Now all of these are probably going to need a power cable, which we probably should have considered before, but we didn't. Whatever. Shoot. Can we just actually... Would that work? That would work. We do actually need to connect this power. We can't just call it a day there. Okay, good. Then next one. Then next one. One. And last one doesn't actually go anywhere, so... Alright, thank you so much, D64 squared. I know it's not your name, but it's... I don't know how to say it. I think that's a fun way to say it. Because I love it when there's a square in a name. If I've offended you, I apologize. Okay, and good. Oh, did I hear a worm? I did. Don't care though. Okay, and that should connect all our sciences with our 2 science labs. Boy, howdy, that's a lot of science labs. Not much at all, is it? I don't know why I had to say that's not much at all, as if someone was going to be like, no, that's a lot. That's actually quite a lot. Like, I've never seen so many science labs. Alright, so. Oopsie. That was too much. Too much. Let's just chuck those in there, chuck those in there, and chuck those in there. Right. Now, we've got some trains that are designed to go places. Like, for instance, you were designed to go places. And now blue science drop doesn't exist. Well, good news for you, buddy. It's back. Then we also had... We've got this train here. This train never got named anything, so it's yellow science pick. And what do you know, this train's even going to get a job. So it goes to yellow science pick until time past 300 seconds. And then it's going to go to yellow science drop where it's going to empty. I honestly don't care after that. Red science. No, that's not science. Now, purple. Did I ever give purple a train? I didn't ever give purple a train. Well, it's time for purple to get a train. Let's look at that. Purple's just got 3,700. That's a lot more than I expected, and I'm kind of a little startled by that number. Okay. That actually startled me. Now, admittedly, that could just go on the on a conveyor belt, but I want it to be in trains. Because I always like this, but I love having a train network with just everything just lines up at the end. Okay, so we do still want a... Just stop for a second, thanks. Maybe we should stop for a second longer. Now, these aren't going to be producing science that fast. Like, this is taking me hours to reach that number, and hopefully it'll burn through it pretty quickly. Now, power for the train is an interesting conundrum. Where the hell do we get power from on this train? That train isn't powered at all. Problem. For now, I don't care. For now, I'm just going to throw some enriched fuel blocks in. It'll live. That's a lot of fuel, actually, so... Purple science pick. Okay, train gets its orders, which is time past 300 seconds like every other train. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I was just worried that something was wrong with this train. I'm glad to hear you're back. Or wait, no, you have no sound at all. You still have no sound. Okay, well, no one tell him what I said about him when he comes back. Or actually now, because I guess he's looking at chat. I'm kidding. I'm not saying anything bad about Dark Rail. I try not to say bad things about anyone, honestly, but every now and then I'm just a bit of a shithead. Which I think everyone's is at points. You try not to be, but every now and then. Okay, now let's just block these all off. So they're their own networks. Do, 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 do. And the same on the other side. Do, 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 do. Yeah, that's probably good. Sorry for the fact that just looks like the same. No, it's not the same network. I think we had one too many there. Whatever. Alright, so if we had more labs, this would be impressive. We don't have more labs. Do I bother doing the lights now? I don't, but I am going to put the lights down anyway. Maybe I should just do the lights now. Now the purpose of the lights, let's do the lights now, because the lights are fun. A bit of wiring, no, let's get science working and then we can play with lights. Gosh. Okay, so blue should be going to its house and dropping stuff off. Does it? That was real cool, but you do actually need to stop. Okay, let's try that again. It just raced straight past there. Not exciting. Do I have any hazard concrete? Okay, normally I don't put concrete down because I just can't be bothered. But I mean, I was almost hit by a train that I was actually actively watching. Okay, that's just a warning to myself. If at any point I have to put a gun down there, that's on me. Okay, well, blue science is connected. Good. Green science and red science is next. I could just make more green and red science. Looks like green circuits are back online, so that's exciting. I mean, making red science is super easy. I could just do more. I could just make the red science. Hell, I could make the red science off the offcasts of the I'll cast the other science. That would be kind of funny. I do need to put green science somewhere else, I think, if I'm doing this. Although green science could probably just hang out down there. So let's just make red science again, because it's super easy to make. We just need some casting machines. Because let's be honest, red science is just some it's just some iron and some copper. It's so easy. Even a child could make it if they understood Factorio and were willing to go through a tutorial. Maybe not a child. Maybe let's just go away from that joke. But my point is, red science, easy to make. So let's make it. Let's just go burr. Take all that stuff away. Okay, red science go burr. And we will... I don't even know where I'm going to put this. I guess I could just put it on top. No, because it needs to go by rail. Maybe down there. Maybe below yellow science. Maybe I will continue actually doing what I was suggesting. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, we're fine. We did one more casting. Great. I deleted it, I didn't cut it. Maybe I should have cut it. Well, I didn't. Okay, so we're going to do a very similar train. We're going to worry about the train first, because let's be honest, the train's the hardest part in all of this part. Okay, and did I copy and paste that? I don't think I did. I think I just thought about it. I didn't. That's fine. Okay, great. Now, of course, that station does need to have a different name, and everything associated with it. It's gonna... Oh, we're gonna need new trains, aren't we? Do I have... Okay. So, we're gonna need casting facilities. Super easy. Except we're running out of sand, so this could get interesting really quickly. What if I just went like this? Casting, iron, copper. Casting, iron. Do 2 of those. Great. Just chuck your stuff into there, please. Then... Did I actually pick those up, or did I just think about it and just left it there? No, well, good news and bad news, I suppose. Good news is we can just literally copy it. The bad news is can't because it's... Yeah, I gotta find it again. I know, it's really difficult when the base is this stupid. Okay. Copy. Right. And some of the things already got picked up, so it hasn't been a complete working situation. That's alright. And then we can just chuck the stuff on there. So let's get copper, let's get iron, let's get things and do the thing. I was starting a song there and then I just sort of abandoned it midway because I don't care anymore. Apathy. Really, where everything goes wrong. Okay. Or the only time it goes right, I guess. I don't know. I don't care. This is the copper. Good. Copper is sorted. Probably need to get power up here. Every now and then I think I should build like the long power poles, and I'm like, nah, why bother? I mean, I've been holding 3 of them. That's the best part about it. Okay, and iron. I have a funny feeling iron is actually going down somewhere else as well. Well, that funny feeling was wrong. That's cool, I guess. If we did that, I still love molten iron in a like plastic pipe. It is just the worst idea, but it's where we are at. Oh, carrying on. Be close. Nah, we're still good. Could make that a little bit easier and cleaner by just doing that. We also need to figure out how to fuel that train, but that's a problem for, like, not now. Awesome. It's so not, but I'll take it. Okay. I mean, the thing is, this is actually going to make way more resources than you really think it should. Because quite frankly, red science is not hard to build. And we do need to worry about fueling. As this is typically a drop-off station, not a pickup station. Okay, and we probably want that to go like that as well. Oh, and like that. Okay. Okay, so we still need a train. That needs to go in the box because I'm not carrying that around. Blue chips are slow. I mean, look, a lot of things are slow right now. Let's just be honest about what I want to do with my life and just start researching the logistics system. Because that's really what we're doing all this for. We may need to build more science labs very soon because we just don't have many of them. Okay, so green science is going to be a little bit more of a trick, and I am... Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I broke a few things, I think, when I pulled that down. Also, it appears I've lost my robots. Dang. That sucks. Oh, no, I didn't. They're with me. It's cool. Don't fret, they're with me. They're here. Okay, now we... I got us a lot of stuff we really don't want or need, but hey, we got it now. What was I going to do? Get some engines, yes. Because I need locomotive. Probably 2, actually. Thankfully, the second one's easy. And not only do I need a locomotive, I also need a cargo thing. 2 of them. For the world of tomorrow. Today! Okay. So, let's have a look at... We also apparently need a radar dish down there. Still very good talking about... Oh, let's have colored lights. Colored lights are no good if you can't see them. Okay. So I want to figure out how to get green science, and black science for that matter. Black science I don't care about right now, though. Green science, on the other hand, we can... Where's this one going? Up. Oh, God. Actually, where's that one going? Haha! Here's the plan. Well, actually, that's not connected to anything anymore, is it? But that can actually become the green science lane. Where previously it was an input, now it is an output. Okay, so put that there. Not entirely happy about its positioning, but it'll have to do. Great, I suppose. Did I not build another train stop? I guess not. So locomotive, I really don't know about the spacing. Nope, spacing is horrible. And we go straight just a little bit longer. No, it's fine. Just gotta hook up into that. Yeah, that's fine, we can do that. Yeah, that's much nicer. Okay, this is gonna be called Green Science Pick. And the Green Science, while it's previously going over there in a fun attempt of sciencing, now we're going to change its direction. And we are also going to need to fuel that train, but I think in the rat nest, that's easy. One of the easier places to fuel a train. Not entirely sure if I'm happy about how this is going to go, but that's all right. It's always good to have more green science than you really need. Now, rat nest, give me the fuel. Ask the rat nest for something and it provides. I mean, literally, if you ask the rat nest for gold, it'll have gold somewhere in it. I think the gold's actually just outside the rat's nest. Okay, so green science pick. Go till time past 300 seconds, aka 5 minutes. Then go to green science drop. Empty cargo. Good. That might be everything? Ah, it just seems wrong, though, doesn't it? It seems like I'm missing something. I'm missing black science, of course. Okay, well, let's go to green science drop. Do we have a radar? We believe. We believe. I believe I used to have a radar. I do. It's there. It appears we don't have purple in here yet. Every other color seems to be represented. Purple. What's your problem, purple? Too cool for school? No one actually turned you on? I mean, that's fine, I guess, if no one turned you on. I don't want to go turning. I don't want to be that guy who turns on trains. You know what I mean? I mean, that's a bit weird. All right, and red science. You should. You not have a train? I never gave you a train. Okay, well, it's actually started the science logistics system, so that's cool. But I do need to get the last train going. And I do need to figure out how to fuel it. Another day. Till time past 3 minutes, aka no, 5 minutes, aka 300 seconds. Red science drop, go until you're empty. I don't care beyond that. You need fuel. I have 8 charcoal. 8 charcoal ain't going to do nothing. Okay, and here's the part where I actually think about how am I going to fuel the train. That one's also not being fueled. I have 3 science trains that are not being fueled. Every time I see rubber, I'm like, haha, there it is. No, it's not. Not me again. That was the insulated wires. Because as we go on further, it's all powered by electricity rather than coal. As a plan, I could use charcoal, the charcoal train to do it, or I could just bring it along this way. That's a really shitty way to do it, and I'm in. This is the worst plan I've ever had. Not true, actually. Far from true. Even in this run, it's not the truth. Probably should power it. I mean, it'll do the job, and quite frankly, if the problem is we're not getting charcoal, this will get charcoal. So that needs to power the purple train. At some point, let's be honest, we'll need charcoal with whatever the hell we're doing over here. Really do need to boost my charcoal production. That's another thing for another day, though, I imagine. You're not the right train. Where's the blue train? Oh, he's up there. Okay. Okay. How badly is... What am I doing? How badly is this gone? Actually, not as bad as you'd imagine. I think it's already taking from, like... so it does end up taking from the charcoal train anyway. Okay. Maybe... No, I want it that way. So, red train. You gotta come in, buddy. Can't just sit there all day. And I'm gonna start doing the wiring. Now, what am I wiring, you may ask? Because I mentioned this before, and I'm like, yeah, I want to do this wiring. This is so not important, but I like the aesthetics of it, so I'm going to do it. So what this is going to do is if it is cyan, red science, use colors is greater than 1000. That's not how it works. You need combiners for this. It's got to send a signal. Probably shouldn't have deleted that thing then, huh? That's alright. Once we've done this once, it'll be easier for the next one. Okay, so condition is red science greater than, let's say 1000. Output red. So now just to test if that's working, if it's greater than 1, it should go red. Red equals 1. Hey! Okay. So we're going to need more combiners. Now science should actually be happening here. It is. Now this is actually going to build into a huge array of science labs one day when we have this done, when we have more labs. But for now, 2. We... Nope, can't make it any faster right now. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to need some more combiners, which are just electric circuits, which those aren't... Oh, actually, those are electric circuits. Neat. So all these are going to get a very similar treatment. The only difference is the color they turn. And why they turn that color. Okay, so this is the green one. So what I want to see is green, green, go green, and go green. So let's just check it real quick. If it's greater than 1, it'd go green. It went green. Cool. This one is the blue science base. So blue, output blue, cyan, output cyan. Cyan's a nice color. This is the purple base. This actually has enough to change the color. Turns out purple isn't a color, so I'm gonna go dark blue. Because pink's also a color, so it's gonna go blue. Unfortunately, that's good. Thanks for coming, Yellow Train. Really appreciate having you here. Oh, I tried so hard. Hey, boss, I brought you one thing. Great. This is the pink science drop, which, to be fair, we don't even have pink science. So it's probably not going to be doing anything for a little bit. And this is the black science drop, which again, black science is not on the thing. What's a black thing, black light look like? I'm just curious now. That looks awfully not black. Can we go gray? Get a better color? That is also not... Okay, it's just gonna go white then. That's all it is. I was kind of I thought they had more colors. I was wrong. Cool. But logistic science is happening. That's what actually matters. Alright. So, what is happening? Why are we not making more red circuits? Because we're not making enough green circuits. Well, follow-up question for green circuits. What's wrong, buddy? I'm making enough solder. Why not? Why are we not making enough solder? You know what we didn't do? We didn't put our radar down. I want my radar down there. Because then we'll actually see our pretty lights that we put there, and we can see at a glance what the problem is. Which is the whole reason we did the lights. Okay, radar exists. Oh. So we do still need to put pink... That's gonna kill me one day. Holy shit, that's gonna kill me one day. Alright, now, the problem was solder. What's going wrong with Solder Town? That is Silicon Valley. That's Uranium Town. Just the tin isn't coming through fast enough. Is it because we got lack of production? Kinda, yeah. Interesting. Well, that's fine. Production is going to increase a lot very, very soon. And in fact, we're going to go get a lot of landfill because it's time for the project I have been looking forward to since I started this run. I am not even kidding. I am so excited for what I'm doing today. And logistics system is the main step in this. We are about to grey goo. Which, when you put it like that, it sounds kind of gross. Sulfuric acid is good. Everything is just coming through. Some things are a bit slow because of the delays we had earlier. Kind of wanted more sand than 5,000. The other thing I might want to do is see if we can make one more science lab. I need enough syrup for a centrifuge, so for that I need some concrete. Just near here. Oh, green science is going pretty well. I don't know how my science per minute is going at the moment, and quite frankly, I don't care that much. I could find out, but as I said, I don't care that much. bricks. Bricks go down, bricks go down, bricks go down. Bricks go into here. Where's my concrete? I've lost it again. It's here. Okay, good. So we need to get 200 red circuits. That's a bit of a trick, given the fact we don't have enough green circuits to do that. What is that? Oh, anoic boards? What are those? Module boards. Why do they exist? Oh, that's for circuitry, of course. Blue chips is probably also suffering pretty badly due to the lack of red chips, which is suffering because of the lack of green chips. So green chips really is the problem that is starving the factory. I'm just going to stay away from that line for a second, just while that train figures its life out. Just going to steal those. So I'd love to get just one. You know, I don't even need one more right now. Okay. So this is going to be the site of the grey goo. I've done a lot of thinking about this over the last few days. More thought than I've put in anything else in the last few days. So, you know, my work suffered, but that's okay. I told my boss it doesn't matter as long as my stream goes well. Anyway, I've been fired. That's not true. I hope it's not true. I haven't heard about it. So we are also going to do one more train, and this is going to be an interesting train. Actually, now I'm just looking at it again. I wanted to move something. I was thinking maybe here, but no. This goes down. I think we're going to put this into a circle. Seriously, I saw that train coming. I saw that train coming, and I just thought, you know what? I'm probably fine. I'm sure I'm not standing on the train track figuring this one out. Better add it into the book. One more. I think that's 10. I think that's 10 train deaths now. The worst part is the fact that it was entirely avoidable. I think the plan here is I want to get rid of this aluminium plant. Where did I die? Oh, there I am. There's my corpse. Oh, I need those. Sound! Fantastic. Welcome back. I promise you I've been saying nothing horrible about you while you've been gone. No one correct me. Okay, we can now build the logistics network. Okay. I don't even know where to get started. I'm just so excited. Apparently, my starting point is breaking this down. Aw, that's sad. I mean, it's the way of things, though, with headsets, isn't it? Oh, shoot, I forgot to put my gun down. Okay. Broke the basic rule of this run. When die by train, put gun, you remind of death by train.
Okay, good. We're good now. The rule is being maintained. Almost got me. Gosh, if I died twice in that sort of time frame, it would be embarrassing. Not that embarrassing. I mean, you know, you will know why you're here. If you don't, this is normal. I'm actually dying by train this many times in like 80 hours is not too bad. Okay, so that's that sorted out. Why did I do that? So many trains. Okay, look, let's just start. What do I need? I need steel chests. I need a lot of steel. Okay. I need steel, I need green circuits, I need red circuits. I just need to get started. That was too many green circuits. I got too excited. That's on me. Okay, so I want requester chests, 10 of those, and 10 provider chests. So, we also want to build a roboport. Why a roboport, you ask? Well, it's because I want to make the things make themselves. Because it doesn't work. You can't gray goo if they don't make themselves. That's just gray. Okay. Roboport recipe 1. Here we go. It's grey goo time. So, what is the plan? Well, we're going to put down a roboport when we get around to it. Any second now. Here it comes. Oh boy. Roboport. Now this roboport is the start of the grey goo. It needs power. That's... honestly, I don't know why I thought it would otherwise. I'm going to have an assembly machine with a thing connected to... you know what? We need to not have some of these on there anymore. What do we not need? They're pretty useful, actually. You know what? That's never really that useful. Okay, read robot statistics. Available logistic bots, X. So, if X is less than 10, go. Why would that be? What would that be? Well, that's a good question. I'm glad you asked. That is going to be... we go just straight to logistic bots 2. I think we should. No, let's just start with ones. Let's not go crazy too quickly. Now, they need flying robot frames, so let's do those. Flying robot frames. Oh, I am so excited. Like, I can feel my heart racing. Either that or I'm about to have problems. You know what? We're actually going to do something different. We're going to go 4. This is going to be all robot requirements. So request a chest. Okay, so that's requesting stuff. I kind of wanted to request a bit more than that, but that's alright. So it's not got any of that stuff yet. And nor will it until we get there. Then this is going to be for the tool. Very similar idea. Cool. They request more. Not sure why. Then we want more things. Don't want another tool. We want the brain. Brain. Is it called brain? It is actually called brain. Wonderful. And we don't want a construction robot thing. We want a logistics robot thing. Okay. So, for this to work, we need to actually have stuff being made. Also, we want stuff. Okay, so let's start with this. We need batteries, electronic circuits, electric engines. Okay, well, some of these things we already have. For instance, batteries. We got those. So originally we went up. We're going to go down. Like that's electric engines. Batteries, I wonder if we can put it on the same line. Does look like we could. So let's do that. Oh, that train was close. Okay, and passive provider. No, that's not how you do it at all. You do it like this. You have two passive providers. Battery on one side. Nope, that's blueprints. Classic trick though. No, that's still blueprints. You actually got to search for it. Helps if you type full caps as well. And huh, we might need to go get more power poles. Once this is a little bit better connected, this is gonna expand pretty quickly. So that's exciting. We're not there yet though. Because with everything I connect, there's just one more thing in the logistics network that is done. Okay, so not connected. What? Oh, circuit network, of course not. But if I go into logistics network, it does notice the batteries. But what I want is not quite that. I want that to connect the logistics network and enable if batteries are less than 100. And that's going to be the same except with electric engines. That's what I wanted to do. So we should have plenty of those things. Electric engines we still need more of, but that's fine. So next we need electric circuits and steel. Electric circuits are right there, so let's grab those. In fact, electric circuits can probably... No, seriously? We're missing out. Oh, we're out of fast underground belts. Dang. Guess we gotta go pick up more of those. Thankfully, we don't have far to go. This is going to be the big logistics thing. And this will kind of, again, is going to be another thing that will dictate the rest of the run from today. Because I will be coming back here every time I just run out of stuff, and the bots will replenish me, and it's going to be glorious. Okay, so we want that, we want that. We kind of want a similar situation. Can we just do the same thing like that? No, it just didn't connect them. Okay, well, now be connected, please. So this one's going to be a bit simpler. This is, it'll connect the network. I wouldn't say we had. Oh, wait. Is it doing both? Oh, it doesn't care about... It's not a signaling thing. Okay. Probably less... Probably like more 500 on this one. Maybe even. No, we'll just worry. Won't worry about that just yet. Steel is the next thing we need. And sure enough, there's steel. Okay, so that's going to be steel. And that might also need to be another 500. Steel should be coming. Steel? Steel is not coming. Oh. At least you know when it does that, huh? Okay. Whoops. Yeah, that needed to go underground, clearly. There we go. Steel's coming. So that is enough for this. Now, need steel gear wheels. Now, steel gear wheels is going to be an interesting thing because we're going to need a lot of steel gear wheels. Also pipes. So we're going to do something a little different as well for this one. That we're actually going to make them not using the grey goo situation, but just using regular assemblers. So 2 of those. And we want... What else do we need made of steel? Steel bearings, I guess. Steel bearings? Probably need steel bearings at some point. Definitely gonna need steel pipes. Look, let's do steel bearings as well. I'm sure they're useful for something that we'll need later on. And probably share that actually. Okay, and connect the logistic network, please. Gears, no, steel gears probably. And look, under 500. I didn't need to share it because you should never need them done that way. Steel pipes. Don't know how much we need steel pipes, but let's just make some. I guarantee we'll need some. How many? 500? Probably more than I need. Let's go 250. Finally, nope, wrong way around. Steel bearings. How many of those do we need? I don't know as well. So this is unfortunately not the most exciting play right now, but as I said, I am absolutely giddy when this gets going. Oh yeah. Because this will... Okay, so that's going to be my steel, my gears, and my pipes. Good. Now this one's going to be a little bit more of a pain. Solder, basic electric components, transistor, and other shite. Now this stuff we might just steal from other parts of the factory, which is called a bad idea, but I don't care. And we're going to do it this way. We're going to connect them this way because that way I don't need to worry about it. And that's that, but we also are going to need... Do we need wires? We'll probably need wires later, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. We are going to need basic stuff, though. You know, I could just steal this. This is definitely going to be a bad idea. hopefully I won't need to worry about it too much. Okay, and move these guys up. Am I in range? I am in range. Awesome. I'm going to have to make the first couple by hand. Actually, move one out. Okay. Now, of course, one of them is not going to... Then neither of them are going to be batteries. That's not going to do anything. Okay. Cool. And transistor. Great. And already we have insufficient provider chests. So that doesn't care about that. We just care about basic components. That we care about solder. Oh, I am so excited for this just firing off. That's going to be transistors. And that is basic things. Okay, so let's just power that up. Probably should power these up as well, huh? Okay. So we should have everything we need now. So the only thing we need to do now is just base provider, base provider, base provider. Logistic network connect, please, to flying robot frames. Look, if we have many, probably don't need more than 20, honestly. This, I mean, I'm seeing the trend here. 20 seems like a good number. This is the tool. That's the tool. Yeah. And 20 is a good number. And brain, same again. Brain shouldn't need more than 20 of those. Okay, so let's manually create one of these. I mean, if we just go meh, meh. Yeah, look, we can hand feed the first few. Once they're hand fed, though, we are probably... Wait, I think it's the wrong thing. That is the wrong thing. That's absolutely the wrong thing we've connected. Stop! You fools! We need these to be connected. You know what? It's probably fine. Let's be honest here. It's probably not going to cause any harm with what I've done. I mean, enabled if it's there are more than 100. Well, it's not actually putting any of them in there. Okay. So that should be those fed. They just need steel and steel gears. Easily fed. He says, as he awfully looks at those, goes, I hope those are steel. They are. I was like, if those weren't steel, I was just going to quit and go home for the day. Yeah, steel, right? Where's my steel? Yeah, okay. I don't know why I was struggling with that. Okay. Batteries, yes. Those, yes. Those, yes. Okay, we've got 4 of those. We've got some of those. When we get some flying robot frames, we're going to see some real shit happening. You know, because these take so long, might push that up to 30 or 40 even. Okay. Now, this robot, sorry, this stuff all has to go into here. Okay, we've got one robot. The work has begun. We'll help it for a little bit, just to get itself all together. But yeah, this is the beginning of the end, honestly. The end of what? The end of humanity. Actually, oh no, I was going to say, can I build more robot stuff? And no, I can't yet because that's pink research, and we haven't done that yet. Okay. The robots are beginning. They're actually beginning to build things that they need. This is great. Now, after this, not right now. When I'm done. My wife just showed me a plate of food, like leftovers. I'm like, oh man, I do want to eat it. It's pretty good, but not right now. Okay, and see now, that one actually just built its own robot. So, as long as X is less than a particular number, it'll be going. So, what do we need next? Well, probably more roboports, right? Because the robots are just going to build themselves. Probably even some charging pads. Okay, so charging pads. What do we need for them? Not personal charging pads. Okay, we need some stuff. So there's ever like, so it's got 6 robots at the moment. Okay, no, more roboports is actually probably the bigger deal. So roboport. Just worry about the level 1 one. And so far we're able to get some of that stuff, but we're not able to build antenna arrays, hatch doors, or other things just yet. So now we're going to see a long line of these sorts of things. Probably need more assemblers, honestly, as well, and that's probably something we do need to worry about in the near future. But right now, I just want to get the basics of robotics together, and then we can get everything else together. And so, yeah, I'm going to be doing this for a little while, so if this is not exciting to you, you can probably... this is going to be a weird thing to say, but you can probably stop for today, because this is what I'm going to be doing for the next hour. It's not highly exciting, but it needs to be done. Okay, so... So for that we need robo hatch door. And we need robo antenna arrays. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna need red circuits. And we also need one more thing, which is what? Charging pads. The good news is I think some of those things we actually needed for the other stuff I was thinking about. Okay. And we will need to check those later, but for now, what do we need for this? Well, it needs red advanced circuits. Okay, red advanced circuits, that is a problem thing to be demanding right now, but we'll give it a go anyway. And copper wire, I might as well just build here. I've run out of belts. So we're going to need more belts. And this is going to happen while we're trying to just ferry everything in. Belts are up here. 800 belts, sure, why not? How are we doing for... Doing fine for that, doing fine for that. Can we build more chests? We cannot. Why not? Oh, that's the wrong sort of chest. We can, but not many. Steel appears to be where we're lacking. That's alright, we've got tons of steel. The base, this area is basically full of it now. And we've got 22 bots. That's exciting. Okay, and we want to do one of these things. And the reason is going to be that. And that is now connected. Those are connected, those are connected. Copper cables. Copper cables we could put in here. We may need to build a lot more. So you know what? No, we're going to get a strand casting machine for that. Which needs steel. Okay. How about 2 of them? Oh, we need clay. Well, yeah, maybe this is the time I bring clay over as well. Clay and stone. Because let's be honest, I'll need clay and stone at some point. Okay. Strand casting. Yeah, I know. You're not happy. You'll get over it. Actually, why don't we just bring this over? We've literally got a belt for this. That train was a bit close. That train was a bit close as well. Like these trains are trying to kill me. It's almost like me standing on the train tracks is dangerous. Funny that. Strange thought. Okay. So, how far is the range on this? Not great, but it'll have to do. Okay, so we're still going to make copper wire coils. Going to be very similar to what we've done every other time. I just want to make them same as always. Just because trying to get them... Really? The hell's the copper? Where is the hell is the copper? I would have thought the copper would have been on that line. Copper goes down. Copper go down. Copper go down. Copper go across. Copper go down. Copper go down. Copper go down. Copper down here. Interesting. Okay. Wait. Copper disappear? Was copper going into here? Is that where copper was going? No. Copper go down. Copper go down. Copper go down. Copper go down. Copper there. Copper turns. Right. Okay, I understand now. It's always good to use a simple pneumatic such as copper go down. And of course all these other metals will be cast on site as well. It's quite frank, the only reason why steel isn't because steel is already not being done on site anywhere. So we should have pumps somewhere. No, just water pumps actually, just regular pumps. Just regular pumps. We don't have the iron gear wheels for that. I don't think we've got iron in the facility yet. Okay, the grey goo is still continuing to grey goo. Good. Really should get iron in here soon. Pumps. Now, the logistics spots are always going to be around this area. I'm never going to make them go too far away, because quite frankly, I don't want to have a base. Oh, wow, I had 7 offshore pumps already. I don't want a base that is just completely bot orientated. I don't like that. I'm not going to do it. So if that's what you're worried we're going to go, it's not. Because I frankly just don't like it. Okay, and then it needs to go into a little machine. Little machine, there it is. And then it needs to go into, probably needs to be powered. Power? Give me some power? That's good. Yeah. And we need stack inserters, I believe, would be good. We actually had something cool. Drop. And this will make a ton of copper cables. And then we go stack inserter into one of these old little boxes. As provider chest. Pick up like that, drop like that, pick up like that, drop like that. Right. They also need to be connected to the logistics network. If wire, gosh, how many wires? What is it called? Copper? Is it just called copper wire? Copper cable. Oh, okay. If it's less than say 2,000, because let's be honest, you always want a lot of these. And immediately they come for the copper cabling. And I did not say anything for I was not copper cabling. Okay, and then finally we need what? Iron gear wheels. Okay, which now we need the iron. Might as well get the stone in there as well. Okay. Yup, nope. Yup, nope. Enable condition has to do with stone bricks. And the enable condition just has to do with a regular old stone. I don't know how much of this we're actually really needing, but I feel like 100 is not enough for that. Go 500. Okay, so next is iron. Are we just going to cast iron? Might just be easy to cast iron. You have iron on there? We don't. Screw casting iron. It has now become easier to just transport it. Or has it? Hey, thank you. That's a train, real close. Just want one of those. Okay, and that's going for iron plates. Oh, actually, it is going for... No, I'm going to cast it. I am going to cast it. Let's just power that back up again once I figure out how. Because the casting is important on this one. Because we do need to have... Oh. We do need to make a bunch of stuff out of... iron, much in the same way that we had to do with steel. Cool. So, in the same way that steel had that little bit, we're going to do the same thing with iron. Okay, so we do need to grab iron, but that shouldn't be too far away. Probably got the same problem that copper had, that it sort of went into one part of the base, and then, yeah, sure enough, there it is. In a weird place. Uh, why is what I've decided to do is like the really complicated purple science. Like that's just not needed. Thinking of things are not really needed. Why did I do that? Okay, so feel like this isn't going to quite work. Yeah, don't know why I thought that would work. Cast facilities probably work best over there. What are we going with? We'd be building outside of the roboport. That's okay. We currently have 42 bots. We shouldn't be making any more right now. And we're not. But when there's big spikes, all of a sudden the robots will just start making more of them until it's not needed. That's fine. So what we've got is an iron pipe that is actually incomplete because there's no actual bloody molten iron in it. So let's put some molten iron in that pipe. Okay. Okay, we got some molten iron in that pipe. Let's use it, shall we? Oh, did we have one less? Okay. And we're out of steel. Thankfully, when I'm doing this, everything's quite close together. Okay, then we're going to do a very similar thing that I did with the assemblers. And after this, I'm actually going to just build assemblers, because let's be honest, it's getting ridiculous over here. What can I build with this? Anything good? Nothing I need to build. Okay, so, what do we need? Well, we need iron gear wheels, we need iron pipes, we need iron sticks. Let's just start with lots of gears. Pipes, you know what, pipes is actually a weird thing, because you actually do need the underground pipes for this as well. So, what do they call them? Pipe to ground, interesting. But I know I need a lot of these, so I'll just connect it that way. And it's not after iron gear wheels, just after regular steel gear wheels, after regular iron gear wheels, which for some reason are in a different part. I don't quite understand why. It's just outside the range of everything. Wonderful. And we have run out of things again. Gotta get a lot of steel. Now, we don't have any construction bots right now, but that's okay. And that's going to be pipe. The underground one. And quite frankly, I don't think it's going to need too many of those. That's going to be pipe, but not that one. It's going to be just the regular pipe, and 250 of those should be enough. Probably too much, but we'll see. Probably not happy that it's not on the logistics network, so that's... Okay, so... What does this want to see? This want to see roboports. And how many roboports do we need? Gosh, I would say never more than 5, right? Like, if you have 5, you've probably made a mistake. You need... Yeah. This is roboport hatch doors, and how many of those do we need? Again, I would not imagine many. That's the antenna array. Again, I wouldn't anticipate many. And that is the, what is that? The charging port pad? Yes, the charging pad. And again, I would not anticipate many. So let's just wire all this up. Okay. And because we are now using a lot of robots all at once, it's immediately trying to construct a bunch of robots. Which is fine. Such is what happens in a Grey Goo situation. There's going to be moments where all of a sudden just all the resources get drained because I took a lot of buildings. But here we go, 3 roboports. New roboport down. Which then should fire those things up. Okay, great. What do we need next? Probably assemblers. It seems to be a thing I keep running out of, right? Okay, so... Assembler, do we dare go to 3s? 4s? Let's just stay on 3s for now. And that almost has everything I want. Of course, again, the bots are just going absolutely nutso right now. That's alright. I haven't even demanded anything yet. You know what, actually, I want something. I'm gonna want some of those. Just send me 50. Alright, so the reason I can't build them right now is it doesn't have the assembling machines too. Ironically, maybe I should have started with the 2s. Let's start with the 2. Let's start with the 1s. No, we're not plebes. Okay, well, we've got iron gear wheels. We know where those are. There's 2 of them there. I expected we'd have more iron. What happened to all our iron? I don't know what happened to all our iron. How's our science going, actually? Red's going well, purple's going well, everything else, meh. Look, we're just going to start putting these down, because the sooner we put these down, the sooner we can actually make stuff. And this one's failing on the first level. That's okay. Because these will be upgraded fairly quickly. We ran out of assembler boxes again. Maybe that's the next thing I need. Okay, that should actually produce enough stuff to be happy. Oh, it's worth a shot. How many of those do I need? I would say 20 is probably enough. 20 is probably too many, honestly, but... And these, I mean, at this point, let's go silly. Let's go 200. Wait, what? No, 200 was a number, but the thing was the red ones. Do we not have basic circuit boards? Pretty sure we do have basic circuit boards in the whole thing. Do we not? Logistics network. No, we haven't connected basic circuit boards up yet. Okay. It's alright, it's a fairly easy one. How is that building? Huh. That could probably be improved one day. We're out of fast underground belts. That's how you break stuff. We are fine with everything else for now. You must join the goo. Join the goo! Please join the goo. We would ever so appreciate you being with the goo. 500? 500 seems like a good number. I know how it got 14. I don't know where it got that 14 from. I think it got them from somewhere. Okay. Iron plates. You know what? It just occurred to me there's actually nothing gathering iron plates. So that's not good enough. Wait, is that not on? Oh, because it's not actually powered. Huh. How was my power going? Oh, yeah. I think we've started consuming a lot of power in the last... Actually, not as bad as I thought we would have. But we do need to get the iron situation under control. Why is not a lot of iron coming through? The filters are working? Yeah, they're all working. Nothing wrong with iron. We've just never made much iron. Or rather, I think we're just using so much steel. Okay, well, we might need to enhance the amount of iron we produce soon. What is that? Oh, just a radar. Just a radar, just chilling. Okay, well, look. While we are waiting for things to happen, why don't we just do that? And they should be delivering them to me? Are you delivering to me? Robots? Robots, deliver to me? I got it around the wrong way. Requested amount, maximum amount. Oh, yeah, no, I want 50 things. D2 infinity. I understand what it's saying now. So, bots, can I have it now, please? I don't want to start getting mad, robots. Have I not requested this properly? Do I need to turn it on? I need to turn it on. Okay, well, that's fine too. Okay, so now I should always have a lot of those things. Alright, so the grey goo continues. What next? Said I needed something else. I don't remember what it was. Uh, start building those, I guess. We needed more iron. Okay, well, if we need more iron, what do we need to build iron? Well, we need a bunch of stuff. How are we doing with the iron recipes, actually? Can we just... How do we best build iron these days? Like, we can process iron, we can turn it into... Process iron, can we turn it to pellets? We can turn it to pellets. Don't think I care about pellets, because then we've got to do a bunch of other stuff, and that's just work. So if we just... I also turn them into iron sheet coils, but quite frankly, I don't know if I can be bothered enough to do that. So what do we need? Well, we did build some of these before, but we're going to keep building them. The first thing we need is crystallizers. For that, we're going to need a few things, some of which are going to be problematic. Copper is going to be the problem. Iron plate is a problem as well on its own terms. And sure enough, more robots are being built. Like everything's sort of going well. Okay, so copper, we need copper. Now, copper, actually, hang on. Didn't we... We sort of have copper. We need more casting machines, though. Which really just gets steel plates and stuff, and it should be fine. Maybe that's another thing I need to build at some point. It's not a bad idea, I suppose. Certainly not the worst idea. Okay. So, what do we need? Can anything else be made out of copper? Pipes. That's about it. And wire, which I'm already doing. Copper pipes, are they needed for underground work? No. No, they're not. That's good to know. But we do need a lot of copper, so let's just put that in the old belt system. Okay. So really, oh, can we have some more, please? I do need more assemblers, and it's kind of slow because I never really fixed that problem. Yeah, it's fine. So put an assembler here. Copper pipes, which quite frankly we just don't need many of. So can I just straight be connected to the logistic network, please? Thank you. Pipe, copper, done. And just copper in general. I'm pretty sure it's needed for like a whole bunch of stuff, so 500 copper just seems like the right number. Power that sucker up. Like it looks like it had power, it just needs to... Looks like it was wired up, it just wasn't powered. That's fine. Okay, so that's my crystallizer. That should be making a bunch of stuff. And we could go to crystallizer 2s, but quite frankly, I don't think it's required yet. Oh, cool, we got a bot. How awesome is that? How do you deal with a bot? I don't know, maybe I'll go to his website. Or I'll ban him. I banned him. I think that was a better choice. What do you reckon? Oh, I have muted myself. No, I don't want to hear myself. I don't want to hear myself being sarcastic. The last thing I want to hear. Okay, so after that we get the crushers. So that's also going to need stone furnaces, I guess. Oh, I guess I'm glad I got the stone then, huh? Okay, still need more stuff. Always need more stuff. Why am I not building these chests? A valid question. And furnace. How many stone furnaces do we need? Look, honestly, 20 is probably too many. So why did I put 20? Uh, most of that's probably not needed there. That's going to give me my crushers, but it's not going to give me my... not going to give me the level I want. Let's go to level 3, I think, on these. So, crusher level 1s. Wait, am I making crush level 1s or am I making burner crushers? You need burner crushers? You do? Wow. Okay, you really got to go back and tech, huh? That's annoying. 10's probably enough. We're still going to need much more assemblers. Which is funny, because that's going to make things great when we get there. But we're not there yet. If I do that, will they come and grab the iron from me because they want it? They will. How neat. Oh, are we building more bots? I've got 142 bots. That's alright. I was wondering about that. I was like, shit, how many bots are we going to build? Okay, so the next level of crushers. We don't want burner crushers. I think we can agree on that. Going to be these bad boys, which require nothing from me aside from more iron, which, again, ironically, is what we're trying to do. 10 of those should be sufficient. Probably going to need more charging pads at some point. I also kind of like just how this is forming. Just you can see how things are important to me as they're being made. That's kind of fun. Well, I guess I need one more, but again, problem stays the same. I just don't have enough iron. My God, when am I from? This is such a old problem I had. You know what? Why don't I just grab this? Probably. Because I didn't really want to use this iron, but I might as well use it for just trying to get stuff set up, right? I don't really want to hurt the logistics part of my base, nor do I want to rely on it. Okay, so that should make plenty of these things. Lots of bots are in use. It's lovely to see them. Now the next step is I want the Crusher 3s. I don't think I need to go up a level. Good though. They don't need to be in there. None of that stuff needs to be in there, guys. Look, you know what? Let's go up one more level. Can't see how this is going to hurt. I mean, yes, I can, but I'm not going to worry about it. Ooh. Oh, maybe we're at the point where we need more charging pads. What do we need? Not personal robo pads. Robo port charging pads. You know what? We've got a bunch of those available. That's all right. Just one. That's maybe we don't have those available. Let's just build one. We do actually have the. Oh god, am I trying to build 32 circuit boards by hand? Yes, I am. Yikes. Well, you know what? I'll let it do it because I'm not really building things by hand anymore anyway. Okay, one more. So, Crusher 3, Crusher 4s? Crusher 4s. Then I need to get brass and aluminium in here and concrete. Well, sometimes that's where you gotta live. When you play the game of, oh shit, I got too much crap, you either win or you die. How many? I've got 11 of these things right now. That's pretty impressive. Why are you just holding it? Weird. Look, you know what? I'm not going to need more than that. So let's just... it's stopping there for a reason. Yeah, look, we'll only go to 30. Wow, 30 is still a lot. Yeah, go to 30. Why not? Might need them. Okay, so after crushes, what do I need? I don't think I need much. I think then we go just to sorting. Yeah, then we just go to sorting. Now, sorting is a bit of a pain. Because sorting is just going to be a bit of a pain. That's just how it's going to be. Sorting 2, I'd love to get to sorting 3 on this, because sorting 2 just is not fast enough, typically. how I build. So I guess in the end I do have to do what I didn't want to do. Oh, there you go. We want to go to sorting 3. Because as I said, sorting 2, just not fast enough. Now, quite frankly, I also don't need a lot of these. Maybe 30 is a ridiculous number of those. So let's take that down to, I don't know, 5? That is also a ridiculous number. Take that down to 5. Probably because I copied it from there. Okay, and bots, all in use. All right, that's why the first thing I wanted to do was make sure more bots were made whenever they were all in use. And that's just happening. That's just a constant thing that happens. We're about to build a new recharging pad because, quite frankly, I think we have underestimated for how much charging these things need to do when the numbers expand. So, put one in the middle here. I think they'll appreciate that. There we go. Can charge 9 bots at a time. That'll cheer them up and they won't all sit around that one place. Because, you know, you never want unhappy bots. Okay, so concrete. Yeah, time has come. We need more stuff. Concrete, aluminium. Aluminium is a casting thing. Concrete. We might as well bring in reinforced concrete as well, you know? Concrete is over here-ish. And the reinforced concrete is... Reinforced concrete? Over there? Wow, where the fridge did I build this? Built it ages away. Alright, well, that's fine, I guess. Not enough logistics network space available. Really? Oh, because it tried to come to me, but then it couldn't. Yeah, okay, that's fair. I'll put a storage chest out there for them. It was trying to deliver something to me, and I was like, nope, and I just ran away. It's like, but master, I wish to deliver some products to you. And I was like, I don't care, and I ran away. And it just cried. Like, I thought he made us to be useful. I was like, yeah, but also no. Uh, ooh, that was not good. I really don't need that silicon ore. Uh, where the heck does silicon ore go? It goes into these crushers, doesn't it? Okay, go in there. Filth. Oh gosh. No! No! Not like that. Not like that. Gone mad with power. That was dangerous. Walking over a train track zoomed in. That's how you die. Something else will probably be hooked into this concrete road at some point. Okay. Concrete. Ooh. Reinforced concrete wall. That's something you never need in this game. Concrete bricks. Come on down, concrete bricks. Where are my concrete bricks? There they are. Those lovable scamps. Do I want glass in there? What is glass used for? Because I just realized glass isn't near there. No, I don't need glass. Okay. Problem solved. Now, that concrete, the reinforced concrete bricks, I know I'm going to need them later. So where the heck did they go off to? A bit of a concerning statement. Where do you lose reinforced concrete bricks? Okay, so concrete went down there, went across. I'll find you concrete. Wait. Why you never get attached? Oh, it did through somewhere else. Yep. Continuing the search for concrete. Oh god, why is it up there? Oh, it's up there. Okay, that's fine. That's manageable actually. Can I take anything else with me? Washing plants? Probably not required, but you know what? Take the washing plants with you, sirs. That's probably stupid. Sure, there's got to be something else that's useful. Just regular engines? Honestly, I'd take a guess. It's probably not enough engines. No, you know what? Regular engines are actually probably not a bad choice. How many engines do you need, right? That should be just outside. Okay, so there is my engines. Where are my reinforced concrete bricks? They got confused. Bloody hell. Engines. I don't know how many engines I'll need, if any, but let's just get them in there. Oh, we need advanced circuits. Ooh, that's something that's a bit tricky. Why are these taking time? What's slowed down here? Really? 10? Really? Okay. Yes. Well, I'm just gonna take those. Surely, okay, why am I working Corvex? Surely there's something else that's actually more useful. I mean, the longer I look at it, the more I'm like, maybe not. Maybe Corvex is the most useful thing. Coverrex, rather. Okay. Oh yeah, this needs to just be chilling here. You're also gonna drop my trash in there, that's awkward. I'm gonna need a few of those, huh? Well, at least my trash gets emptied. Got that going for me now, I guess. Yeah, anyway. I'm just like, ah, jeez. Oh. Engines. I think we're going to have a problem there. And the other one was concrete. Oh, reinforced concrete, wasn't it? I think probably 250. What I'm worried about is concrete bricks supposed to be in a different place. If I do this though, and just put the concrete brick engines in there manually, it'll just get sorted out. Great. So I've got concrete bricks in there. We're getting the advanced circuits. There's still so much that needs to be made in this way. We have 191 bots now though, so that's pretty impressive. We don't have any absurdly large numbers of anything that I shouldn't have. I don't think so. I just had a moment where I looked up the tab where the Twitch stream is in, and one of the tabs is Great Unclean One. I think I was looking up Nurgle. I don't. That's always a weird thing to be looking up. Just like, why does it say Great Unclean One? Oh yeah, that's something I was looking up. Anyway, otherwise you got to look up Nurgle. That's just life, yes. Look, it's time for another casting facility. I really should be ending soon. I'm just really enjoying what I'm working on right now. What else do I need to make brass at? What else is brass? Like I've been enjoying brass pipes. They're pretty useful. Oh yeah, brass is actually super useful for a few things. Okay, so maybe we'll do 2 casters. Oh, okay. I'm not sure how you did that, but good work, game. You know what? Let's be honest. We keep wanting steel. Let's just always have 200 steel with me. That's going to make more robots. Oh, it didn't actually. Okay, so we need the brass, which is actually pretty close by. We don't use a lot of brass. We don't use a lot, so we don't make a lot. It's in the way of that. Great. But of course, I will need brass later for some of the more advanced facilities, so we'll just prepare it now. Um, Happy now? Happy now. Just wanna. Okay, quick question. If I throw these away, will it put these into here? It does. That's nice. Okay, so we want brass pipes. We want. Look, we really want brass gear wheels. That's really what we're working on right now. So. Right. So then they need to be connect to the logistic network. Brass gear wheels, because we don't need an infinite number of them, oddly enough. How many do we need? 300 seems good. Prefer to be like that. Great. That's my brass gear wheels coming in. Sure enough, the machine god is pleased. The Omnisci is pleased. I really want to keep playing, but I like to only do a 3-hour stream, but we're already at 3 hours and 5 minutes. Well, you know what? Actually, I am going to stop here. I'm really sorry. But I will be streaming again tomorrow at, gosh, I'm just trying to think what the time would be. It'd be about 2 or 3 p.m. my time. So just for context, I'm in New Zealand, and it's currently 11:06 p.m. So in like, 16 hours or so. That's not what I wanted. So if you've been enjoying today and you want to watch more, please follow me, and that way you can see more when I am online. Otherwise, if you want to watch them on YouTube, you can at youtube.com/SeiferKatt. It's spelled the same way, so you can figure it out. It's not too difficult. Otherwise, if you have been watching on YouTube and you want to catch it live, it's twitch.tv/SeiferKatt. It's kind of simple to find, I hope. Hope you figure it out. But beyond that, I am done for today. So we've done quite a bit today, actually. I mean, it's usual for the 3-hour stream, where we have begun constructing a lot of robots to get a lot of the stuff that I'm usually building by hand. They're all doing it. Finally. This is why I've been so excited for this. I've just been so excited for the time where robots can do the work I can't be bothered doing. So I'm really excited this is happening now. This is me trying to quit. I just can't quit. Well, Factorio for a reason, as they say. I just finished this, and then I am allowed to stop. Oh, they say you'll never stop. Alright, no, I'm actually stopping here. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care, everyone.